Hey guys, what's up? Well, recently I bought a new keyboard. I got the Logitech G910 Orion Spark. It's a really nifty RGB mechanical keyboard made by Logitech, obviously. And as you can see, it's very bright and colorful. And bright, no, the easy please buttons I have set to different colors. I have my movement speed set, or my movements, my WASD, my up arrows. Those are all going to be red, because that's just what the color I decided to go with. As you can see here, I'm able to actually go through and change the color of my keyboard preset to each different thing. I don't typically use these presets. I also don't use this because I feel like the movement of colors would get distracting after a little while, especially when you're trying to focus. But you do have other settings that you can do fixed. You can set each color. You can set the color for it. I make my entire keyboard pink, purple, whatever I want to do. I can have it breathe. It'll breathe one color. You can go faster or slower. It's a very subtle breathe. Actually looks really sweet on my keyboard, to be honest with you guys. But then you got the key press, where every time you press a key, it'll slowly light up afterwards. Which, I mean, it would be great, but it'll also be kind of annoying if you're trying to type in the dark, so you can't really see it too well. Then you got the color wave, which is actually still really cool. Color cycle, which is essentially, I guess, would be the same thing as the other one, except instead of it being transitioning all the colors all at once, it's going one color at one time, fading, going, fading, going, fading, going. But I really more want to talk about this function, and that's mostly due to the fact that it's actually really cool that you can actually change the colors of everything. And you can actually eliminate some keys depending on your profile. Like, let's say for this, I didn't want enter to be able to be used. You would not be able to use enter while playing World of Warcraft if you have that setting on. Which, I mean, obviously you wouldn't want to do that, but it's just kind of there. You have that ability to do it. You can, like, if you accidentally have a tendency to, let's say you're just trying to use WASD, and you have a tendency to try to use these to walk, you can actually take the color off of those, and when you try to use the arrow keys to walk, you actually would not be able to move. So that's actually a really cool feature of this keyboard. Now if we go home, obviously I have my different settings. I actually just typically run everything off my default. I don't typically mess around with these ones. I use pretty much the same settings on my keyboard for all games. But you have the ability to change what each one of these does. You can make multi-keys, text block, mouse functions, and that's just on your G keys. You have 9 G keys, and each one of them can be different. Like it already has a pause, play, track up, next track button on the keyboard itself. But if you want it to be more convenient while you're playing, you can move it there. You can use hotkeys. These are just some sample hotkeys. Close windows, maximize windows, next tab, previous tab, zoom in, out, copy, cut, paste. Which obviously they already have their own command keys, but that can make it a little bit easier for some people. You can actually also do it so where, let's say I set G1 to calculator. If I hit G1, it'll actually pull this up, but obviously that didn't work out too well. I didn't think it would actually do that. But I just opened up Chrome. I don't know why. Oh, that's why. But continuing on with that, obviously you have that. You can do it for each key, edit commands, you can change commands, assign new commands. Do it for the ones up here too. Do it for these keys up here as well. Change those around. You can change the key, the color of all this, like that, all that stuff. So that's always nice to be able to do. Actually, I think I messed that up actually. Oops. Oh well. I'll worry about that later. Let's see what other settings. This is actually really nifty. You can actually turn this on like right before you go into a video game, and what it does is it maps out how often you hit certain keys. Like, I'm just going to go ahead and hit some random keys right now, because I don't really care about this mapping right at this moment. Alright, so I stopped that, and it'll actually tell you where I hit keys the most, and obviously since I was just repeatedly tapping E and R, those ones are actually yellow. So therefore, it's going to show up as it being my most used keys. It's actually really nifty because it allows you to see how you're clicking or how you're hitting the keys while you're playing games. Maybe it can show you, like, maybe if you're doing a rotation for World of Warcraft, which keys you're actually hitting more actively. Maybe try to time out your keystrokes a little bit better. You can probably use it for any kind of game, really. You can also use it just for like an experiment when like you're typing out an essay or something. You can see which words you use, which letters you use the most, just for fun. Just do something to keep your mind off of schoolwork that you're working on. But one of my favorite features is really it is the lighting mode. It's actually one of my favorite things about this. It's just so cool. All the different lightings that you can do. Like, this is the freestyle mode. Now let's say I wanted to make my WASD keys green. I can actually just go in and change the color manually like that. Which is actually really nice. Go ahead and make those pink. Put those back to red though. I actually have all these ones yellow because those are just peripheral keys I don't typically use. Let's say I wanted to make this one. I can make those blue. And it'll keep these same colors over here, same colors over there. It's just a way to try to like ease your eyes when you're using the keyboard. Because I wanted to make this one purple, but it blended in with the pink a little bit too much. So I decided not to go with that one. You can like go ahead and you can customize colors. You can actually use black. I don't know why you would want to, because it actually just darkens your keys and you can't see them. I guess a better alternative for a basic color would be white, in my opinion. But actually, now that I made that white, I can actually just go ahead and make all this purple. That's actually the color I originally wanted anyways. Alright. So guys, it's real simple to set everything up. This keyboard's super easy. You just download the software from Logitech, and you can go all about your business. So, honestly, I recommend it. I paid $130 for this off of Newegg. It's typically $170 keyboard. In my opinion, the quality of it's really nice. It's a mechanical keyboard. Mechanical keyboards, I was kind of skeptical at first, but as I've been using it more frequently, my typing has actually improved. My typing speed's improved. It actually feels really nice on my hands. So hopefully you guys will check this out. Maybe tell me what you guys think about your personal keyboards. What are your favorites? And maybe me and my roommate will do one about his Corsair K95. I think that's what it is. Close enough. Alright guys, have a nice night. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks.